Good afternoon. My name is Pascal Hamelin, President and CEO of Abcourt Mines. Abcourt Mines is a Canadian-based gold producer and development company. We own the Sleeping Giant mine in Quebec, and we turned on the mill last week. So
there you go.
And I'm in London today. It started.
Yeah, thanks for joining us. I know you're busy over there, and you've been dealing with board matters today, and you're still unfinished. So appreciate your time. So we'll keep it quick. But I want to remind people that you're here, and I wanted to find out what you've done since we last spoke, because it seemed to me that there's a lot of tidying up, a lot of housekeeping to do to maybe unleash the potential of the Sleeping Giant.
Exactly.
Tell me, what have you been doing since I last?
So I joined Abcourt, as you know, in April 2022. Back then, we had some issues. So what we did is we focused on Sleeping Giant.
Yeah.
Elder Mine was losing money, so we shut down the mine.
Yeah.
We took the equipment out of the mine. We brought it over to Sleeping Giant mine. Sleeping Giant is high grade. It's got all the permits in place. The only thing missing was a 43-101 resource estimate and a good geology model. So in 2022, from April on till December, we worked on the geology model. We released a 43-101 in December of 2022. Following that, you got to do more work. So now you got to do the engineering. We did the engineering from December 2022 until June. Well, we're still doing it, but in June we released a PEA. Very good numbers. It's a small scale operation. You're not 5 million ounces, of resource and mineable resource. You're looking at 175,000 ounces, but with very good margin. So the NPV is over a 50 mil Canadian, and quick payback because the infrastructures are in place, or everything on the ground is in place, and it's fully permitted. So what we did is, and I forgot to mention on the cash side, we cleaned the mill.
Yeah,
we cleaned the mill from the summer 2022 until recently, until September.
And how would you literally vacuum up? What did that look like?
It's over $12 million.
Wow. Okay.
Canadian.
Okay.
Like the grade in the bottom of the tank.
Yeah.
The grade was over 60 ounces per ton. So it's a lot of metal.
That was good cleanup. Well done.
Oh yeah, so now we're since September we're putting the mill back together. Because we had to make holes in the tanks to extract the pulp. So we replated the tanks, the leach tank. We turned on the mill last week. So right now we're filling the circuit with gold, and we have 8,000 tons of stockpile in front of the mill. We're starting the underground, and we're going to start selling gold in January.
Okay, done quite a bit.
So we're pretty busy.
You're super big. Like I know you walked into a less than perfect situation, but you saw the potential, right? A lot of infrastructure there, as you say, and obviously, there's a lot left on the floor at the mill. It's not to be had. But look, you, in all seriousness, you've had to sort out the balance sheet properly. You've done a little bit on that recently, and all through the year as well, to put you in your position, because cash gives you options.
Right? Exactly.
And my comment on the PEA, it is small. It's about 54 million in PV5 and 33% IRR, which is good, but it's small. But in an economic environment like this for gold companies, I guess you've got to be agile and think differently. So is cash flowing more important than demonstrating scale?
Exactly. With the cash flowing, then you can grow from there.
Okay.
But you got to start somewhere.
Can you grow, I guess is the question.
Yeah.
Are we sitting on a 5 to 7 year mine life and then we're done? Or, how quickly do we, and I get the cash flowing, but cash is king, right? But how quickly will you be able to demonstrate that this thing, the life of mine, can continue to grow?
I would say probably in the 18 coming months, you're going to see the drill results coming from underground. You're going to see the head grade at the mill.
Right.
Now people will start to realize, hey, this is becoming significant, So it will take some time, of course, because you gotta work with the cash flow that the mine will generate. I cannot put 20 rigs underground. So it's going to be progressive. But what's nice too is we have other deposits in the area within trucking distance from the mill.
There's also the high grade stuff.
Yeah. Like for discovery is over 5 grams.
Right.
And that's at a cutoff grade of 3 grams. So if I increase the cutoff, the grade is going to go up.
Right.
So discovery is within trucking distance. Same thing for floodlight, trucking distance. Pershing Mini 2, we'll process the material. This is going to be a very interesting one. I am very anxious to see the assays coming from the milling.
I bet. And when you say trucking, it's trucking distance, you mean economic trucking distance.
Exactly. Right? Exactly.
Everyone's trucking distance.
Yeah. Right. You're right.
So right. And I guess so then the question still remains the same, which is how quickly can you demonstrate the economics on these kind of satellite deposits that you've got? 5 grams is good. Is that underground? We're talking about underground operation?
Yeah.
Right, okay. So the economics, anything, I think we say anything about 4 grams, you should be good underground in Canada. But so how quickly will you move through the phases on that? Because
I would say a good year.
Right.
A good year before you see movement there, because we're going to be drilling. And the focus right now, the energy is all going on Sleeping Giant. Mm-hmm. So the satellite deposit will be probably in a year from now.
Right. Okay. So the cash you generate from getting to production in Q1?
Yeah. January.
Okay. The cash is going to go back in the ground in terms of exploration.
Yeah.
Drilling.
And generating evidence to pre-fees.
Right. Okay. So
and expansion drilling.
Well, that's a bit interesting, most, because obviously the pre-fees is great, but showing the money, I think, in this market seems to be the name of the game. Okay, and with regards to all the other kind of there's a lot of admin you've done. You've had to deal with a lot of kind of moving parts this past 18 months, and I appreciate that. And it takes time, etc. Are there any more red flags that we need to be aware of? Any other issues that you think I still need to deal with these things? Not PFSs, not true.
I would say labor.
I saw the advertising for positions available. I'll apply. Is that a real thing? Is it the cost of labor, or just actual access to any labor?
Access to labor, I would say, especially the technical people. The mining is not just Abcourt. The mining industry as a whole, for 25, 30 years, we've been playing yo-yos with people. Well, guess what? These people eventually, they say, okay, I'm switching industry.
Yeah, so reliable revenue.
Exactly. So the mining industry, because of the cyclical nature, it's an issue. So to counteract that, you got to pay well. Yeah. So it's going to be a cost, but it's in the PEA. I costed, I put the real cost in the PEA. So it's in there. But even if you pay well, if the person's non-existent, that's going to be the challenge. So what we're doing is to counteract that is, first, I kept key people. When we did the layoff at Elder Mine in May 2022, I saw where the rock stars, so I kept them.
Right. Okay.
So you got a core that it's efficient, and they got followers. They got a good relation, and we're all living there.
Right.
So I see people at the grocery, at the gas station.
You're living there.
Yeah. I don't live at the site, but I'm in Val-d'Or.
Right.
It's a big mining district. So I see people all the time, and
okay. So that's the people. That's potential part here. I guess I'm just kind of like making me feel comfortable about investing into this thing. It's a case of I don't want to invest in something that's going to be small forever. I need right? So, and you've been honest about that we're gonna produce a bunch of and high margin gold here, which is good news. But I'm going to plow that back in the ground for now, and we are going to define hopefully a much bigger resource, and therefore show people the blue sky potential of this thing. How long am I waiting for? I don't mind investing in small, high leverage stories if I feel that I got line of sight to when this thing makes that step change up. So how does this thing pan out?
So the people, when they see the gold sale in Q1, I think that's going to be the trigger.
That's good, man. Okay.
Yeah. They're going to say, oh, Okay, they're making cash.
How big's the mill again?
750 tons a day.
Right, okay.
And we're going to start very small. Like the mill's going to be operating at 1,000 tons a week.
Right.
And went first. So
but that's just a ramp up phase. That's
yeah, it's a ramp up until we got the pre-feasibility in place.
okay.
We have access to the upper 4 levels, so that's where we're going to be doing our mining. So it's going to be about 1,000 tons a week.
Okay.
But the growth is going to come fast because people, like, as we generate cash, I'm going to open up level 5, 6, 7.
Okay.
And then you're just going to keep going. I don't have to wait for permits. I don't have to wait for anything. It's just getting the people in, get the right, like we have the right culture in place. Mm-hmm. So I want to make sure that the new employees adjust to the culture, not us adjusting to the workers or the people culture in the camp.
Okay.
So we want to make sure that we're efficient and aggressive, and flexible. We need to have that flexibility. So we're going to do it ramping up, but within fairly fast, 18 months, we're going to be in commercial production.
Okay. Well, you're on the Abcourt that people talk about, so I believe you. Thanks for coming in.
Thanks.
Getting us up to date on it, okay? I appreciate that.
Thank you.